In 1987, an action sci-fi adventure will have you on the edge of your seat. It's not your average combat movie. A group of US soldiers are set out to save captive politicians. Searching in the midst of the jungle, they find something much more horrifying than anything they trained for. Predator is directed by John McTiernan and starring 80s action star Arnold Schwarzenegger. The film received 3 wins and 5 nominations, including an Oscar nominee for Best Visual Effects, a Saturn Award winner for Best Music by Alan Silvestri, and another Saturn Award nominee for Best Actor Arnold Schwarzenegger. The effects may have been great at the time, but now are dated. The Predator's invisible camouflage, as well as his sonar vision, doesn't hold up, but it doesn't take out of the movie either. However, something that does is the makeup prosthetics for the Predator. It still looks very real of what I can imagine an alien looking like. The atmosphere also helps the film with its intensity, but the characters constantly running and being unaware of their surroundings makes you feel exhausted and uneasy to what exactly is out there. I think the Predator is a great sci-fi character, covered in armor and deadly weapons, and even with the soldiers being strong and experienced, there's still no match for their new opponent. And even as a group, they're outnumbered by 1, and it just shows how deadly the Predator race is. That being said, we barely get any physical contact with the Predator until the end of the film, where Arnold Schwarzenegger is the last character alive. But it makes that climax even more exciting, and the iconic final reveal. I'm not a die-hard fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I appreciate what he's done, and the on-screen presence he brings to his films. There's no doubt he's an action star. Conan, True Lies, Terminator. The Predator has a simple plot, but it benefits from it. It doesn't need to be too convoluted with too much going on, and for that it can be just as much impactful. It's a story of survival between man and beast. The choreography is a little stiff between the fighting, and the sound effects to convey the punching is a bit cringy. Predator is never a personal favorite of mine, but I appreciate what they've done here. I wouldn't classify this movie as a horror. It comes off more as an action that just so happens to feature a pretty horrific character. I think it's a pretty solid film to what became a franchise that didn't necessarily need to become one. The film actually received mixed reviews, some claiming it to be dull, but still managed to make $12 million, but in second place at the box office, behind Beverly Hills Cops 2. For many, Predator has become a cult classic, spawning a fear that you just can't shake.